Let's allow the trickle effect of everyone to come in here. We are live. We are live. Oh yeah, let me share this with the. Was it a live stream? That's what it's called. Dun, 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 dun. There goes one. That's what they're like when it's delayed. Because when you take a look at it, it's like, oh. Let's see here. Oh, somebody already said, what up? Who there? Who there? Who there? Good afternoon. I don't know what this is. Just state who you are so I can give you a personal shout out. Hello, number 2. Whoever number 2 is. I'm just sharing this to a couple streaming places that we have available.
Hey, Christian.
Hey. Hey. What up, brother? This guy is just amazing. And how's that staff of yours doing? That one that made my dreads start to go up a little bit. Yeah. And it's good to see you here as well. So while people are here, I want to just make a quick announcement so that way people know. I'm sure that you were coming here interested to hear the conversation that we had for our invitation and our guests. And what happened was yesterday the guest decided to cancel due to his own reasons. I was really looking forward to that conversation too, just to ask some questions about that. And it was funny. Obviously, we're going to do our intro and stuff too, but it was interesting too because just for that title that he had and also the information, it led me to really just ask some questions about that because of just reading the description of having the highest information. And what happened in that for me, my own journey was my little ego was like, highest information, huh? And I sat with that and went through, allowed the ego to say what he said, but then just got curious because I wanted to really just ask about that. And I was having a conversation with Kaí. It reminded me of just a moment of, and people know, or the people out there who know and had experiences doing like plant medicine and psychedelics. And the first experience of psychedelics, and I was telling her, I was like, I felt like I was Neo. I was like, I am the one. I am the savior here. I am here. I have the message for all. So I wanted to have a curious conversation just to see if he was coming from that, or maybe he actually had some really heightened stuff. But then Kaí pointed out to me, which is really profound, was like, that's right. Either is right with that way and is right other ways. Meaning like, yeah, you are the one, but then also for me, I was like, I was on that stage of things of I am the one, and now I'm on the stage of we all are one type of thing. And both sides are true on different levels of this universal infinite truth that's always expanding. You good to go now?
Mm-hmm. Okay. Thank you. Yeah. 2 people can be right.
Yeah. Just imagine that. Imagine we can actually have conversations on any topic in which both people could be right. Because both people have evidence to prove they're right. And it's not like one right is better than the other right, but they're both right. It's just what level are you at with acceptance of that right, and how do you resonate with whatever rightness that person's coming from. But then it's, for me, it's like when you feel that your right is the only right and it's a superior right to other people's rights, then I like to challenge that. Mm-hmm. We got a comment. We didn't even do the intro yet.
Thanks. Yes. Cacao. With a little foam.
You got a cacao latte?
I have a cacao latte.
Can you imagine go to Starbucks now? Like, what do you want? I want the cacao mocha spritz with the sprinkles and caramel on it and
extra theobromine.
Yeah. Put a little sprinkle of some DMT in there. So we're gonna have a fun conversation.
Yes.
We're gonna get into what's been going on and something that we all are on right now. And it's collectively, it's individually, and it is was it the one magical roller coaster?
That's right.
Strap in. Kaí, hit that intro on them.
Ready to embrace the magical side of life, where anything is possible and the infinite is accessible to all? Let's have a conscious conversation about what's going on in the world, in your life, and your relationship from the expanded perspective of your soul. The path to awareness begins and ends in the heart. So let's take it there, one step at a time, and learn to cultivate magic in your life every single day. In each episode, we share a collective space in which we discover the unique facets of our own magic and embody our superhuman qualities by humbly exploring how it's super simply to be human. Hosts Kaí and Dell co-create a magical experience to remind you that you are magical as fuck. Now, be unleashed. This is our daily magic.
It's like at the end of the video, it's like the void.
It is.
Darkness.
We've entered.
Darkness, everybody! John Murphy! We are here. We are here. Hello, everyone. Welcome to another exciting episode of Our Daily Magic.
Yep.
I'm Dell. This is
Kaí.
With the Cacao. And let's get into it. One magical roller coaster ride. And for those of you who are listening live, let's check in. How are you doing right now? Just put whatever you're feeling right now. Put it out there. And in the process of doing that, let's put the comments up real fast. Said, broadening your horizon, definitely. I love to read magic for beginner books because it always shows me new viewpoints and practices. That's a good way of starting this topic. But let's get the check-in real quick. How are you doing?
Me?
Yeah.
I feel off. I feel like there's this like wave of energy moving through me that is foreign. And I get to reacclimate myself to who I am so that way I can distinguish myself from this foreign energy. Now, there's a bunch of contradictions in there as well, because also we are everything. I am everything and everyone. So this energy is also part of me, which has me understand that it is also a metaphor for what I'm going through. And if I were to sum that up, I love that you asked this question. It is that I've also recently inserted a bunch of beliefs into my being that weren't there before. So those beliefs were beliefs like, I am enough. Those beliefs were beliefs like, I'm doing a great job. And those beliefs to my initial system probably felt like they were foreign. So all of this is making sense to me. And also I'm navigating it and surrendering at the same time. That's how I'm doing.
Sounds like you're infinite.
Oh, shoot. How about that?
I love that. Acclimating new stuff, new horizons, expanding more. And in the process of expanding more, foreign.
Right. To expand, that means that we're actually integrating what was previously considered to be foreign. Beautiful. So I'm integrating.
Do you feel like when you start to integrate something new, could that potentially mean that what is currently considered a norm starts to become foreign to you?
Yep. Got new growth edges.
Growth edges.
It's like needing to go get my hair done again because there's some new growth, and that new growth doesn't look like the rest of it. I feel puffy and fluffy.
Puffy and fluffy. Puffy and fluffy. That's not a nickname. That's your new nickname now.
Puffy and fluffy?
What's up, Puffy and Fluffy? Yeah, I graduated from Kaichibu to Puffy Fluffy. You graduated, though, from Kaichibu to Kaichibu.
I did. Add another syllable.
Growth. Well, let's get into it. The magical roller coaster.
Also, can I comment on this one more time?
Go ahead.
I love this because it's like...
Oh, I didn't even see that there.
It's like it says, I'm feeling the need to put the pedal to the gas and be more active in achieving my goals. I've put things off for years due to outdated beliefs that I am learning to let go of now. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Congrats.
That's huge.
We were just talking about that too.
Taking action? Being proactive?
No, remember when I was saying like, it was a couple, well, we say a lot of stuff because we talk a lot. But remember I was saying like when you start to go for those things you really want, or when you realize those things you want, those beliefs that don't resonate with that starts to show up for you.
Mm-hmm.
And then you can have a choice of whether or not I'm going to take on these beliefs or make these beliefs start to become foreign to me, like you were just talking about.
Well, that's a really good point. In the practice that I've been doing, when the old beliefs come up, what I do is that I embrace them. I'm like kind of like, oh, look how cute. It's like, oh, you're back. Nice to see you. What is it that you want to say? I got all kinds of cacao in my teeth, but whatever. But that way I'm not creating more foreign, because if I create more foreign, that means that I'm contracting. If I just keep embracing the foreign, then that means I'm expanding. That was the logic that I had.
I like that. And like with the beliefs, because like as you were talking about that, what I started to see in my mind's eye, I like to say that now. What I saw in my mind's eye was how you look at it now. You say it was cute. So what I saw was like this giant, like in the cartoons when it had like the giant like shadow coming through, like this giant thing. So you think like a giant monster's coming. Oh my god, it's happening. But then eventually when the light comes on, it's like this little like cute little bug like. But then also in what's the movie? This Is the End. Remember This Is the End? Yeah. When Craig Robinson started to come downstairs and they thought it was a monster, it was like, dude, and they started playing music. But But then it was Craig Robinson. So that's what I was visualizing, as you say, like when those beliefs come up, to see it as what it is.
Yeah.
Something that's cute and little. Oh, you cute little belief. Compared to like, oh my God, it's this monster belief, and I'm stuck in this thing, and now gotta combat the giant monster, was really like a little bug coming through. Shouts a bugaboo.
Aww. So that's great. I love that. Thank you for bringing that up. Yes, sir.
Oh, did you share what you wanted to share from that to go back into it?
Oh yeah, and this one where you're talking about like reading beginners books again to like have new viewpoints. I love that concept, because like beginners books, they tend to present the foundation of whatever the concept is that is being like spoken about in the book. So it's like there's room in there for you to really like kind of like create it for you, like recreate it for yourself. Like once people get to advanced levels of certain subjects, they take the foundation elements sometimes for granted. It's like, oh, I'm advanced, so that means that I built myself all the way up here, and I don't even have to go back and rethink these things down here or reconsider them, or or whatever. It's just an assumption. But like being like going back and like going back to the beginner fundamental concepts of things and really just having them resonate for you in whatever way that they do now, I think that's so powerful.
And I want to take that and piggyback off of that too, because, and also rest in peace of Kobe Bryant, but wanted to put like a quote that he mentioned of what it takes to be great. He said what it took for him to be great was learning how to master the fundamentals.
Yeah.
So even
LeBron James said that in Space Jam too.
Listen, how dare you bringing LeBron James in this conversation? We're talking about the great Kobe. 5 rings.
Oh damn.
Salute. I'm glad to bring it out. But yeah, no, LeBron's great in his own way as well. But that allows you also, on a more serious note, well, not so serious too, but on a different note, how LeBron's great in his own way, and so is Kobe. But Kobe mentioned that, but also, like you say, LeBron said the same thing in Space Jam. I didn't remember, but if he said it too, is great. But what I love when like a new thing comes out as well, like a new teaching and things like that, is the essence of it, because they may have mastered the fundamentals, and for them mastering the fundamentals so much now, they can be able to say it in a new expansive way that resonates with the current environment.
Right.
So the current climate, the current consciousness, because the consciousness when the first thing came out is not the same consciousness as it is right now. And that's with everything. I mean, it's still potent, but it also allows an opportunity for the seekers to seek their own truth and find their truth and speak their own truth in the way that they interpret it, because their perception is unique compared to our perception, whoever else's perception, and their truth is different than all of our truth. And for me, that feels like that's the fundamental of life, of like discovering your unique truth, and bringing it out, cultivate it. Our daily magic. Boom.
Oh, come on, we need sound effects.
What? Oh,
you just landed a bomb.
I'm sorry. What's it right here?
Yeah.
So is this one? Okay, drop that. So we were saying,
yes,
unique magic,
yes,
unique truth.
Yes.
Every single person listening here has their own truth.
Yes.
We all are our own special, unique unicorn.
Yeah.
That's you. That's me. That's them. Let's have fun. We keep going with it. But it's such a fun roller coaster.
Wait.
Oh, get to the topic. Let's go ahead.
No, I get to the topic yet.
Fine. Go ahead. Go ahead. Go ahead.
What you were saying was like Sound effects. Yes.
All right. So we're gonna bring it back. Okay. So for those of you who are here, Kaí wants to make sure we go back to allow her to elaborate. So we are going to snap it back to a reality in which we're going to do this again. So let's do it. There we are. We're here.
So what I was going to say is that I feel like that's also the essence of like coaching.
Mm-hmm.
You know, it's like, I think that, you know, coaches do their due diligence and, you know, really like becoming well-versed in their own experience. And also, you know, like reading the you know, the texts, you know, of the previous, you know, masters or what have you, and then formulating their own unique way of expressing that and also of communicating with people so that people who don't resonate with those texts, who don't resonate with necessarily going through and, you know, an experience the way that another person did, now they're able to interact with a coach who has a unique way of expressing it to them that they may actually get.
Damn. Dang. That's good. I feel like that's what, like, I guess your unique brand is all about.
Boom.
Bringing yourself out, bringing who you are with it.
Yeah. I was listening to Louise Hay and she was talking about a phrase from the Bible. I read the Bible as literature and analyzed it in my AP literature class. So I didn't read it as a religious text, which is what I've done with a lot of other texts as well. And Louise Hay said that to her, the Bible said, be kind or love thy neighbor as thyself. And it's like those two extra words are like important. Like they totally like add meaning. And her whole concept is about like self-love and how loving yourself is so important, you know, and being a functioning human in society. And just like some people just think that it's just love thyself, just go ahead and just love everybody unconditionally. And it's like they forgot about that one. And that as a mirror, we tend to love other people as we love ourselves anyway. So by taking care of that number one kind of creates a lot of integrity.
So with that, how we love ourselves. So for, let's say somebody out there who just takes care of everyone and doesn't take care of themselves.
Out of integrity.
So you feel like their love is I don't love myself? Or could it be like I don't love myself, so I'm going to love everyone else? Or maybe I had experience of not receiving love, so I don't want anybody to experience that as well in my life, so I'm just going to give.
I think that it can come to a realization that that's actually not love. It's fear.
What if the belief is that that's love for them because they have seen that before or feel that is? And also, you can see in society how love is pushed that way.
I think it's like the case of both people being right or both perspectives being right. It's like some people think that abuse is love.
Yeah.
You know, so it's like, yes.
It's like the elevator. It's like the elevator of love.
Yeah.
There's always higher levels of love we can get into and be more. And also there's lower levels of love as well. Like you mentioned, like this person hits me. They care about me so much that they're just going to hit me or give me attention in this way. Or maybe I'm seeking so much approval and attention for myself that I'm willing to do whatever it takes to get that.
Same thing like you were saying one time with God's unconditional love. He loves us so much that he allows us to do anything. And I do not like using pronouns that are gender assigned, but
Yeah.
I just did.
No, you're right. Whatever you said, it's right, and it was right on time as well. And yeah, that's like, for me, that's the simplest term of this whole experience. What I feel is like God unconditionally loves us so much that He gives us a choice of what we want to do with this unconditional love and energy in our lives. We have a choice with it. And there's the illusion that we don't have a choice. Maybe someone tells us we don't have a choice or whatever it is, but really we do have a choice of how we want to experience our life and a choice of how we want to respond to our life. The only thing we can't really like forcefully like decide in every moment is how life's going to show up for us. We can try. I mean, some things you could. I mean, like, let's say like I want to have a steak. I can go get a steak. I can go to the store and get a steak. But in the process of me going to get that steak, I can't predict what's going to happen in the process of that.
If you take on the lens of I'm going to have a steak, then everything in your reality can look like I'm going to have a steak. Like all of a sudden steak commercials start coming on TV and you're in the car and you feel like all the things.
I want my steak light skin.
It's premium cut, babe.
Oh, somebody fancy now. Okay. Let's see. Yep. What you just said, Dell, remind me of an oracle card I saw yesterday that said, you can't pour from an empty cup, and it had heart on it. Self-love first always. Yeah. It's, yeah.
You did post like that.
I'm about to just say that. I did a post a couple days ago with that. It's like, it's so much easier to give from an empty cup than it is from an empty, or it is from a full cup than it is from an empty cup. Hey, Allison, what's up?
Hola.
By the way, I saw that picture of you with the red hair. I love it. I just wanted to personally say that to you. You look amazing.
Yeah.
So now rewind.
Topic?
No, rewind to what I was saying with the whole cup. So I said the way differently. So we're going to snap it back and give me another chance. Okay. So we had a comment of the empty cup and the full cup. And I had a post a couple days ago in which I said it's easier to give from a full cup than it is from an empty cup. Now think about that. And those of you put the heart and comment and let us know as well how you resonate with that is like, what is easier for you? Is it easier to give to others, give love and give those stuff from when your cup is empty, or when you actually allow the opportunity for you to fill your cup up with that self-love and self-care and it's overflowing and you give it to people because it's like, I just have so much this stuff overflowing. Go ahead.
Okay.
Oh, I gotta be a teacher. Raise your hand again. Who's gonna do this? Okay. Oh, you there with the dreads.
Me?
Yeah.
There are two stories. One is that I was driving around after I had read your post, and for whatever reason, I would go to the gas station and I would put like $10 or $20 of gas in my tank. And the other day after I read your post, like I just had this voice in my head, like, why don't you just fucking fill it up? So I filled it up, and that was the beginning of a day that I took off to rest, because I would not like actually fill my cup up all the way. I would just put $10 or $20 into the tank, or take a break, a small break, and not actually like fill my cup up all the way. So I love that, these like analogies in life really tell us so much, these metaphors. And then the second thing is that like this is starting to bring up something in me, right? There's like the concept of being like a clear channel and like being empty and showing up as an open, empty vessel, right? And I had taken that like quite literally. I was like, all right, whatever flows through me, I'm going to let it flow through me and I'm going to give it. Let it flow through me and I'm going to give it. Let it flow through me and I'm going to give it. And then I realized, you know, after a while that unless I was doing something, I didn't feel like I was like being fulfilled. So I was like, I had to actually like receive inspiration and do something and give it to the world in order to feel like I was fulfilled. Like I didn't know how to like put that like stopper at the bottom and be like, oh, okay, I can just be full or be fulfilled and not actually have to do anything with it. Oh. You know, it's like having a whole bunch of energy. Oh my gosh, I have to go run a mile. It's like, no, you can have a lot of energy and take a nap.
How's that feel to like get it out there and explain that?
That was good. That was really good. I like talking that out.
Yeah, you just talked it out and gave yourself an answer while you're talking about it. Let's get to some comments. Oh yeah, they're flooding in. Let's see.
Good morning. Like I told my wife, be grateful for what we have, even if we don't have. Right here. I love it. Show love and kindness always.
Yeah. And there's always an opportunity for us to just be grateful for something in our life.
Sorry, the sniffles.
Yeah. And when we're grateful, we get more stuff to be grateful for as well. But there's always something. And if you're here, like one thing that we all collectively can be grateful for is we're still breathing.
Oh, Dell, you just said something that made so much sense.
What?
I said, I think sometimes it's misconstrued that when we're grateful, that means that we get more stuff. And it's no, when we're grateful, we get more stuff to be grateful for. Mm-hmm. That's actually already here.
Yeah. It's a game. It's a game though. Like you get to, it's playing a game of like, what else can I be grateful for? It's not, I'm doing it for, it's sort of like, I'm not like a kid. Like, hey, I cleaned my room. I did this stuff. Now can I get a toy? Like I'm doing it for like the intention of getting a toy. Like, no, it's like, it feels good to be grateful for your life. It feels grateful to like really just find things to appreciate compared to finding things to complain about. Mm-hmm. It's a different type of energy because like that gratefulness, it flows. It just flows and it flows and allows you to accept more into your life in this present moment. And allows you to expand more into your life as well, because there's always something to be grateful for as well. It reminds me of the story. Who's the guy? I think Jack Canfield. Yeah, he was in The Secret, right? Mm-hmm. He was sharing a story with his son, and his son, obviously Jack Canfield is a multimillionaire, and he has beautiful house, beautiful business going on. So his son got to experience that. And he was saying how his son was complaining about a designer shirt that he had, meaning like his designer shirt had a stain on it, or also he got like his shoes that were like current to date. Mm-hmm. And he was complaining about his young son. So what he decided to do with his son was take him to another country. I forgot where he went to. It was a third world country, but he got to see kids who didn't have what he had that was so happy with life. And his kid had his own little awakening in that moment. He's like, wow, seeing this kid who doesn't have anything like I have, being so happy with his life, helped me to really realize to be thankful for what I really do have, because the fact of there's people who have way less than what I have and they're happy. And also it helped them to see that happiness comes from within. No matter all the stuff that you get that can give you that temporary highness of happiness or satisfaction, you always need more. The ego always needs more. But the soul happiness and the soul fulfillment is infinite. It grows, and it's in the moment right now. I don't need to wait for whatever I feel outside of me is going to bring me that happiness or the joy or whatever I'm looking for. I can actually cultivate it in this moment right now, and like it fills up. It's a different ball game when you can actually cultivate that and move through life in that way, compared to feeling I need to do this, I need to get this, I need this to happen, or whatever, because that's that desperate type of energy, and you may like settle in life and allow yourself to go through experiences that deep down you don't really want to go through, but you want to go through it for that hope of you getting the happiness and joy, fulfillment, and satisfaction, and all those other things.
Yeah.
This just came to me. Love is like also like creativity. The more you give, the more you have. Ooh, hold on. Before we get into it, ooh, let that marinate. Oh man, that's amazing. Whew. The more love you can give, the more you have. You feel like that also equates to the more love you can give to yourself, the more love you actually have to give to others.
Yeah.
And what about simultaneously giving love for yourself while giving love to others?
Yeah.
Oh no, you said it perfectly. I love that. Zayden. And then Zayden and Jayden. That's it. More into your life. Yes, very true. Me and my wife are very grateful for what we have. We have a roof over our head. We have food on our table. We have our son Adam back. He is now talking to us and doing things with us. We have our new grandson that we adore and love. And we have our family and our friends and our new soulmate painting Facebook page of kindness rocks. We don't really need money to be happy. Woo! Woo! Once again. Dropping bombs today because like these are some magical things, and those of you who are listening to, share something that you're grateful for too. Let's get this grateful cultivation of this magical energy flowing. Like, yeah, let's take a moment now to appreciate and be grateful for the things that we actually have in our life. And congratulations to you, brother and sister, for your family coming back together and cultivating your own magic, your own unique way. And that's amazing for the soulmate painting. And if you don't mind, share what the name of your Facebook painting page is so we can put it in here so whoever may see this can actually take a look at that. That's amazing.
Yeah. The more love I give, the more I have. I can relate.
Yeah.
I'm grateful for this moment.
Yes. Yeah.
We're grateful for Al and Patsy Ronquillo.
Yeah. Let's go. Let's keep it going. Yeah. Let's go with the green. Yeah. Everybody check that out. The Soulmate Painting Facebook page. That's amazing.
Oh,
go
ahead. Let me go back to Christian.
Which one? Right here?
I'm grateful to be here today for this. Usually I'm at work during these lives. Oh my gosh, what a special treat. Thank you both for sharing your love and your laughter.
Her laughter.
Our love. Our magic.
Yeah.
Boom.
Yeah. Oh, look at the gratitude train coming.
We need a train sound effect.
We'll be in the works. We'll have it next week.
Okay.
We got like a train and have a unicorn conductor. Or a unicorn train.
Magic.
Yeah. This is magic. This is pretty much we did the essence of what our theme was, a magical roller coaster, because like this was a ride.
Absolutely.
Ride, had conversations and really just flowing, which is pretty cool.
Yeah. I feel like I interrupted you like a million times.
I said something about it before, and now it's like I really don't.
I wasn't ready to move on.
Yeah, but it's good because it allows you also to give your point of view with it as well. It's not just my point of view; it's our point of view. It's really good because it allows these conversations to flow and also to get feedback, have our audience engage and keep it going. Gratitude, appreciation, love.
Loving your comments.
Yeah, we loving it. We love having these engaging conversations with people because it helps us all. We get to learn together.
Yes, we're dancing. So this is the dance that we do. Dell jokes and I just laugh. That's the whole day.
Is it?
Yeah, it actually is.
I feel like there's some moments when I just fart out of nowhere.
Yeah, and that happens.
Okay.
Thank you.
I'm getting the alert.
Right? Premium cut.
I just got off the line on Derek's podcast and I went straight to your podcast. I love it how both of you have inspired me and my wife. I feel your energy, love, and passion for what you do. Thank you. And the feeling is mutual as well.
Yeah.
And glad that could be that inspiration for you. And yeah, you guys are cultivating together, especially in the unions that we have with our romantic partners. Being able to co-create something together in which we allow both of us to showcase our unique magic.
Yeah.
And there's actually a space to allow that. And not only for the aspects of our podcast or our business, but relationship as a dynamic, having it as a foundation.
Yeah.
It's like you don't have to walk on eggshells and things like that. And it's something beautiful that happens through this. It's just like the paintings. Like there's so many paintings, and then also this thing about Bob Ross now because I couldn't get the Bob Ross in the freaking vending machine, the Bob Ross doll.
So we were at Six Flags yesterday. Dell's in the arcade. He's putting like tokens and tokens and tokens into this, the claw machine, so that he could get this Bob Ross stuffed thing.
Yeah, but the funny thing too, when we put the coins in the machine, it was like, oh yeah, oh yeah. So every time you put the coin in the machine, it was saying the sound like, oh yeah.
That's so perverted.
I was like, it's just me. So I was like, oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah.
Don't stop kidding.
Don't stop believing. I don't know lyrics unless I'm on karaoke, and then I can. You ever had a song? You know the song that you like.
Yeah.
And when you try to sing the song without the song on, it's hard to remember the lyrics. But then somehow when you listen to the song, you can say it word by word.
Yeah, happens with Eminem all the time.
How do you come together when you're not on the same page?
You want to answer first?
Let the lady go first.
Oh, I was going to say I don't. I think it's okay to not be on the same page. I don't think it's necessary like all the time. So when we're not on the same page, we're not on the same page. That's my perspective.
Yeah. But then also it's like, what do we do?
Mm-hmm.
Is, and like you said, with that, we're like her and I will never be on the same page with everything. But what we can do is talk about the stuff that we are on the same page with, to understand the essence of why we're on the same page with those things. And that can allow us to cultivate and expand with those things that we are on the same page with. But then also it gives us the freedom when we're not on the same page with something to either have a discussion about it, or maybe we're not on the same page and we can actually do stuff on our own as well. But like when it comes to our business, if we're not on the same page together, then we have a conversation about it. What? Okay. Why do you feel this way?
Like we did last night.
Yeah.
Right.
Why she feels this way? Why do I feel this way? But then what happens is we get to express ourselves and we actually get to co-create a new thing that's on the same page that allows her point of view and my point of view to come together. And the way that actually happens, and she helped me to go through it as well, is being willing to do the uncomfortable stuff, the stuff that you're comfortable with, and expand it more and be open to potentially integrate some new things to do, new actions to take that can get you guys there. But it came to the acceptance, okay, this is how you feel, this is how I feel, and allowing us to express why. Right. Now, like it's wrong or it's right. Why do you feel that way?
Right.
This is why I feel this way. Why do you feel this way? So that's one of the things that we do. This is why we have our other thing, which we're going to go live tomorrow, conscious relationship.
Right.
The consciousness of your relationship, the dynamics, you and your partner co-creating in that expansive consciousness, which is your relationship together.
Right, which is a collective. It is a collective consciousness, your relationship.
Oh, yeah.
And you can talk to it, you can channel it, you can get downloads from it.
You can. Hold on.
Huh?
Let me stop.
Allison, please stop.
Oh God.
Just to add to that last subject, also what happens sometimes is that like maybe we are perceiving that we're not on the same page, and then we go off and do our own thing, and then what happens is that sometimes we end up getting the same like messages, or the same kind of information when we're doing our own thing, and then we come back together and we're like, oh yeah, I was just thinking about the same thing too. So it's like,
yeah, it's like you said, the illusion sometimes of not being on the same page. We really are.
Yeah,
we're all taking the same information, but we're taking our own level of perception. Okay, and it'd be numerous times, and she can attest to this. It's like she'll mention something, and at the time I'm like, no, I'm like, nah, I don't want to do this. But then that's why she's laughing, because she knows where I'm going with this. And then it'll be like a couple of days, maybe a week or so, or a couple of weeks. I'm like, hey, babe, you got this idea, man. This is what we should do this. And then she's like, that's exactly what I was trying to tell you a couple of days ago or a couple of weeks ago. But let's do it.
Yeah. I mean, like, I can't get too much in my feelings because now, like, the energy is there. So it's like, do I want to be right or do I want to get it done?
Wow. That's a magical bar right there. Like how we did the episode yesterday, or the last week episode, we put the quote. You need to put that in there.
Oh, okay.
Do you want to be right, or you want to get things done?
Yeah.
Where we at?
Right there. Yeah, that was so much fun.
Oh, yeah.
We're actually, you know what? I'm just going to put it out there right now, is that we are going to continue the series online.
Yeah. Let's do it.
So just for those of you who want to know, what Christian's talking about is that we had an Unleash Your Magic workshop series. Did we get up to number 6?
I don't know if we got number 6, but probably 4 or 5.
4 or 5, where we just like really went through, like different ways to really access and unleash your magic in a group dynamic, and it was so much fun.
I feel
Yeah.
that we should do it again.
Mm-hmm.
Start from the beginning,
Yeah.
and work our way back up again, since we have like the topics to do.
About
but
6, right?
It's cool because the fact of just the level of expansiveness that we're at right now, but then also the level of expansiveness that everybody else is at.
Mm-hmm.
So this is why Christian was here, not only for just to show his energy, but also to give us the nudge of what we were talking about a long time ago that we put aside.
Yeah.
And definitely, I'm pretty sure there's a lot of people in this magical group that would love to hear ways to cultivate their own magic and exercises and things like that. So
that's right.
Let's do it. If it's on the cloud, then that means it's solidified.
Yes. Thank you. Al says, "Do you keep Dell in check just like my wife does?" LOL. My wife's favorite song from Journey. It's all a system of checks and balances. The universe keeps me in check. Everything is just like dance.
I'm the tiger that you think is like chilling, and then I know where the tiger bites you. So my dynamics with her is like I'm her. I'm like a tiger to her. So then she tries to check me. I might bite her. I might nibble on her. I might hump her. I might play with her dress.
Allison, where are you at?
Meow. Shout out to Devorah.
Meow. Shout out to Devorah. Ooh, Allison met Devorah. So now she knows what we're talking about. All right. Yes, dying. That was too funny. All right. Okay. Gratitude train continues. Yes. What were we going to talk about again?
We already did.
Oh.
I mean, we had other stuff as well we wanted to talk about, but then this conversation led on the way that was meant to lead on as well. But we were really talking about, we had our attention before doing this to just talking about the roller coaster, meaning like the roller coaster that we all on as it pertains to our own emotions, our own beliefs and things like that, in which is a ride. Collectively, there's a lot of different variables of life happening. And I mentioned to Kaí before of just like, I'm like, man, we've been doing like this inner self-discovery, spiritual, personal development, like all those different things, aspects of it. You can name it healing work, shadow work, all the other stuff. We've actually been doing this for a couple of years, and even by together, but individually as well. And even doing that, what's happening now is still having an effect on us, in which like there's emotions we go through, different stages, maybe sad, maybe upset, and also just how life shows up to us as it pertains to grievance and other family things happening and things like that. And even doing all this work and stuff, it still can like affect us and bring emotions out of us. And if this resonates with you guys as well, just comment and let us know. So I was wondering, like, dang, I can only imagine the people who are not doing this type of stuff and these things are going on, how is it affecting them?
Right.
Like the personal development, self-reflective, contemplation, being with yourself, self-love, filling up your cup, reflection, acknowledgement, connecting to a higher power, like all these different things. Yeah. And then all this climate of things that can cause a lot of fear and panic and unknownness into us. Like, how is it affecting these type of people? It really makes me wonder. So that was like the one thing I was talking about with it. And before I get to my next one, I want to slow down because I actually got that. I want to hear your thoughts about that.
Thank you.
Bro, baby.
You got it.
Yeah.
Awesome. Yeah, I did have something come up that I wanted to say about that. What you're bringing up a really good point. And that like there are symptoms of that you can look for. And the symptoms of, not having that soul expression is that maybe you start feeling resentment. Maybe you start feeling depressed. Maybe there's some, maybe you're getting sick. There's a, I was just, again, Louise Hay is like in my life a lot right now. She's talking about like how certain diseases can be tied to certain emotional situations, like ladies who have cysts. That has a lot to do with having unexpressed anger. So just, it doesn't even matter what it actually means, but just to know that dis-ease, forming in the body, or even discomfort in the body, these are all just symptoms of not expressing your soul. And that means that there's something there that can be released or expressed and healed just by giving it a voice. Even if it doesn't, like, even if that voice doesn't say anything specific, it's just like,
Sound like me.
Exactly.
Sound like Jayden.
Exactly. Because that's healing too.
Yeah. But it's like I'm being with it.
Yeah.
And allowing it to express itself too. So.
And I don't do that as often, by the way, which I will do more.
No, you go it.
Right.
I'm fine.
No, I don't say I'm fine. I don't say I'm fine. I say that there's, is there something wrong? Yes. And then I don't say what it is.
I'll give you that. That's growth. That's growth. That is growth. Yeah. I'll give you that one. Yeah. Well, you're not alone. The I'm fineness. I mean, for a man perspective, I'm good. 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 I say that because I just remember of doing that, and it's like, no, you're not good. It's like you feel some type of way, and it's okay to feel some type of way. The thing about it is feeling through that way that's happening to discover what's going on and to shift it. But that's why I'm definitely curious to hear about people who aren't really doing the work right now. What's happening in their world? Because,
or maybe you just don't know how.
Yeah, that's true too. And it also reminds me of the who said it. I forgot who said it. I can't give them credit, but if I remember it, I'll say it in another episode. But just how the fact of how when you do something over and over again, like numerous times, it becomes such a habit for you that you don't even know when you're doing it, but it's also a norm for you. So if we're so used to just suppressing ourselves, suppressing our emotions, not expressing ourselves, and also trying to find something to allow us to not have to deal with it. So like the band-aids and stuff, to put band-aid off of band-aid over band-aid over band-aid.
Right.
And that's the norm for us. It seemed like in this type of environment what's going on right now, the best course of action is to find more band-aids to put on to those things that are going on inside of us. Not really taking a look at it. Also potentially just continue, let's say like the train of just blaming everything outside of us for why we feel the way we feel or why things are happening this way.
I have one. Can you help me work through this one?
You're about to experience a live coaching session. But before we get into it, let's put this comment up and then we'll get into it.
It's a question that'll take us down another rabbit hole.
Okay.
This will be really quick.
We'll get into it.
Okay. Here's a cycle, a habit that I have, right? Is that when you ask me to do something, like put the thing down, the thing down in the shower, or make sure that I wash my dishes, or don't leave my clothes in the bathroom, or something like that, and then I see you do the same damn thing, I don't say anything. Why? Because sometimes I don't like the way that you talk to me when you tell me about it. And also, I want you to have the space to discover it on your own. But then at the same time, I feel like there's like another little for me to like be self-expressed about it. and to not be a jerk about it. And I don't know where the big growth is. Is it in the self-expression, or is it in letting you figure it out on yourself, by yourself?
Here's the thing.
Yes.
I just want to share an example, and thank you for sharing that. It's so funny because I was saying that to you. I'm like, if somebody, let's say like somebody, or having a conversation with somebody, and this private example, somebody who is stuck in those things that you're aware of, like a pattern and things like that.
Yeah.
And a person isn't so receptive to hear it
for
it, but like you are seeing things from another perspective than what the person is seeing.
Yeah.
If they're not receptive to hear that, would you be willing to say that to that person, what's going on? Or somebody who is actually saying like, I'm on this self-discovery journey, I'm expanding as well. Having a conversation with that person, but then also more importantly is like, what do you want for yourself? What would you like to do? What does your soul tell you to do?
One is that, like what I was talking about before, like love thyself as thy neighbor. Like I would want to have like the space to like actually explore that and like figure out, oh, well, maybe if I do this, then, you know, I'll get more efficient at this. Or maybe if I do this, then it'll help me remember that, instead of feeling like pressure or blame or judgment around it. Like that's what I would want for myself. So that's what I give you.
Do you feel like you're getting blame and judgment from me with this, or
Sometimes.
you just feel blame and judgment for what the way that things get expressed?
Both.
So what can work for you? What would be a more, what's it called, a more happy medium for you as it pertains to this situation?
Is that I don't mind being called out about it, but just like in a nice way.
What's a nice way to you?
And a nice way to me is like having like compassion, or like kind of like a knowingness, like you're getting there and I'm here to support you, as opposed to like you did something wrong.
Did I ever say you did something wrong?
No, I'm just trying to explain the vibe.
Okay. So more compassionate, more acknowledgement for you're actually getting better with it.
Yeah, that.
And, oh. So then like in that type of conversation, it's like, okay, am I willing to do it that way? Now that you express what resonates with your soul as it pertains to those moments. Yeah.
Right.
Your wish is granted.
Hey.
Me, on the other hand, call me the hell out.
I'll try being a jerk. All right.
Let's see.
Rabbit hole.
Okay, let's go. My godly experience in spirituality still gives my wife anxiety at some point. She still hasn't opened up fully to what I'm going through. What can you suggest for her that can help her with this?
That's a continuation.
My energy is high. My love for her is overwhelming, and for others, I show kindness to all, no matter what. I see godly spirits around me all the time. I see them and feel their energy, but sometimes I can't tell her because of her anxiety she will get. But then she feels my feelings and knows everything I'm thinking. Like I said, we are one. This is a perfect example. Story time. So, before where we're at right now, I want to share a story about Kaí and I. So, how long you been meditating and doing Buddhist practices and playing with the crystals and things like that you do?
As of now, 25 years.
25 years.
Yes.
So she's been doing that for 25 years of that practice. So this is way before we even met each other 6 years ago. And then for myself, when we first got into our relationship together, her and I was different dynamics. Me, I was strictly religious. I got brought up in Christian faith when I was a kid, and I didn't like going to Sunday school as a kid, but still did it. But I had those beliefs embedded in me as a kid into an adult, a strictly Christian faith. Meaning with the Christian faith, this is what it is. Everything else is wrong and things like that. That's the way that I got taught about it. Everything else is evil and things like that. So Kaí and I get together. We start our relationship early. And early in a relationship, I got to see different stuff on her end. She had her was the thing that you prayed to and meditated? The heavy thing.
Oh, the Butsudan?
Yeah, there we go. I don't even know what that is. What's a Butsudan?
Butsudan is like it's an encasement that keeps a Buddhist scroll in there for Nichiren Buddhism.
Wow. So she was practicing that and meditating with that. I didn't really know too much about that, but it's okay, cool. She's doing this. So here's where it got really funny. So then she got crystals. I never heard of crystals before, but then this one crystal that she did have was this giant skull. What's the one is that? Clear quartz?
Mm-hmm.
Clear quartz crystal. And this skull one. I never seen it before until this moment. So my son came over and he's like, oh, what's that? And he went over to the crystal.
Slow motion. What's that?
Yeah. And he went over to it. And then for me, for my beliefs and my religious belief and the way I got brought up, I got anxiety. I got triggered. And I was like, and I felt like I needed to protect my son's soul. So when he was going for, I was like, Jayden, don't touch that. Don't touch that. Don't touch that, Jayden. Don't touch that. It's evil. It's evil. It's evil. It's evil. It's evil. It's evil. So that was my belief for this crystal that Kaí had and stuff, that it was evil. It was bad. And if my son touched it, it was going to endanger him. And here's a question for you that never got answered. The crystal. Mm-hmm. What did the crystal mean for you, that clear quartz crystal? And why did you get it?
One is that I got it from a wholesale crystal show. And I heard that crystal skulls, they hold consciousnness. So like you can like put it to your third eye and receive downloads, but also a clear quartz crystal like actually generates positive energy by cleansing the energy of the room.
Mm-hmm. And why did you do the meditation that you did?
Because it was what I knew to do at the time to really promote my well-being.
Okay. Well-being, protection. You got it for you. That's the reason why you got it. Mm-hmm. I didn't hear that. I didn't have an opportunity to actually hear that from her.
Until now, actually.
Yeah. Because it didn't matter anymore for me like that. Because like, look at me, I got a crystal chain now. But in that moment, what happened was my beliefs from my own experiences put that onto me, in which I felt those emotions that I felt towards something for her is just an intent, as a protection. It's a way for her to connect in. There's no evil wrongdoing and things like that was happening with it. But what it took to actually get there, not only just for my own healing work that I did on my own, but in this moment, and this is going to resonate with you to actually do this, is having this conversation for why she did what she did and being receptive to hear the reason why she did it and take that for that information out there. And obviously for me, it took me getting more expansive, more curious, and more open to those things. But even at that time for Kaí with the crystals and things like that, she respected where I was at. She didn't like try to force upon her beliefs onto me, and then vice versa. Well, I don't know if I did or not. If I did, I apologize. I don't remember I was trying to force the Christian belief onto you. Probably not. But it's this dynamics of having these conversations, and when people who don't understand, if they're willing to actually hear the reason why you do what you do, the reason why you're seeing the stuff that you're seeing, and what it means to you, type of thing. But even vice versa, finding out from that person what does it mean for them, why does it bring up those emotions out of them, and just hear it. Not try to prove that your side is right or their side is right. They're both right in their own way in different levels. But having these conversations, especially with your romantic partner, to just express why they're doing the things they're doing, why they see the stuff that they see, and just allow them to, because having these conversations can allow a foundation co-creation to expand more, in which yourself and your partner can start to understand each other more, why you do the stuff that you do and why she does the stuff that she does. And a lot of the times it's just from our beliefs from previous experiences leading up to this moment, and then certain things trigger those beliefs.
Right.
Hope
Very
that,
well said.
yeah. Hope that was very helpful for you. And if not, you have any other more questions, feel free to let us know.
Yeah.
And please elaborate if you would like to.
I think you said it really well. Communicate.
Yeah.
And listen.
Yeah. And that's the thing with relationships. It's always a new experience. Oh, here we go.
Oh, Labradorite. Yes. Yes, it was. Thank you. My favorite spiritual rock is my Labradorite, the crystal of magic, by the way.
Oh.
From Alaska, Northern Lights. That's pretty cool.
Wow. Wow.
Mm-hmm.
Amazing. And now we're at the 111 mark.
Yes, we are. And even better.
Yeah. Amazing. And special invitation for you.
Yes, Archangel Raziel, my faves.
I want to say, and a special invitation for you guys. We do have, and I'll send you a direct message for this. We do have a conscious relationship group that is currently expanding as well. So definitely would love to have your two loving presence in it.
Yeah.
But it's our intention to really allow couples to co-create the relationship that resonates with the two partners, with what your souls need for that relationship, to allow you guys to expand and to have the space for it. So definitely gonna send a DM for that. And if anybody else is interested in that as well, the conscious relationships, not even just for couples, maybe for somebody who's even looking for a partner as well.
Mm-hmm.
We're in a movement now. It's time for us to serve, and it's time for us to really cultivate our unique magic in all different aspects, and also because it's totally possible for everyone, and we'd like to prove it to you.
So if you're on Facebook, you can search Conscious Relationships Community, and also if you're interested, feel free to DM either one of us, or even just post in the Our Daily Magic group. Be like, where that group at? And we'll put that in there.
Just like that. Where that group at?
Yeah.
Okay. So I was trying to end in 111, but it didn't happen. It's totally fine. But
all good.
If we wait, it'll be 113 and then 333. 3 likes, 3 viewers.
All right, let me put my finger on the button. Oh, we gotta do the logo.
Oh, the wife. Wait. Got a comment. Got a comment.
Oh, okay. Hi, this is Al's wife. Hey, I accepted everything with him and I support him. Aw, I just get overwhelmed and my anxiety kicks in. Love what you guys do. Keep up the great work.
Yeah, I want to actually put a personal invitation for you guys, because we'll definitely love to get deeper into that and dive into that. So if you could send us a direct message or send it to me or send it to Kaí, we want to offer you a free conscious relationship session.
Yeah.
In which you guys can talk about these things and we can dive deeper into it. So this is a personal invitation for you guys. If you gladly accept it, send me a DM and I'll send you a link. And you can schedule it sometime this week. Let's have a conversation about this and really just allow you guys to co-create together.
Plus we'll get to hang out.
Yeah.
Sweet. This has been a really awesome episode. Thank you all for contributing with your comments and really making this a magical conversation. Oh, yes.
Okay. So I will send you guys a link.
Sweet. Yes. I can't wait.
Yeah. And until, was it tomorrow? Yeah.
Until
tomorrow when we do our live in our conscious relationship group.
Yep.
Stay magical.
Yep. Keep staying magical.